charitably described as a very combustible situation. No pun intended.
Ladies and gentlemen, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay!
What a reaction. What a welcome. My God, what an athlete.
Well deserved.
Yep.
Well deserved for Osprey. And what a match it will be this Sunday when Will Ospreay challenges AEW American champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, live at All in London on pay-per-view. It still trips me up every time. The American champion, MJF.
Yeah, it's the load of malarkey. That's why it trips you up. I said malarkey. They love Osprey over here. They love him everywhere, not just here.
A tremendous reception for the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. And I talked about the combustible situation on our hands. You can see the security surrounding the ring. Understand that there is to be no physicality.
Yeah, right now, Will's sucking up the moment, and well, he should.
He loves it. How could he not be amped up by this crowd? How can he not be extra motivated heading into All in London this Sunday?
Well, so much for the great moment.
Yeah, I knew I smelled the skunk.
And talk about a fart and chirp. Oof.
There he is.
Look at this.
AEW American Champion, MJF.
And he's all USA locked in, huh? He's got the shirt, the jacket, the slacks, the belt.
The man who has made this match with Will Ospreay so deeply personal. After what MJF did to Daniel Garcia, he then targeted Ospreay's friends, taking out Kyle Fletcher. Then Michael Oku, an independent wrestler here in the UK, very close with Ospreay. Given the opportunity, this crowd might do this all night.
I hope they do.
Cardiff! Guys, don't leave me out. Let's give Max a warm welcome. Mate, I'll be honest with you, it's unusual for an Englishman to be this loved in Wales. This is crazy. Do you want to know what I put it down to, right? This is what I put it down to. I liken it to that BBC show, Gavin and Stacey. See Gavin, Essex boy, trousers up, meets a Welsh girl, Stacey, falls in love, go on an incredible journey, and everyone here has seen my journey, mate. I worked on a mastic firm from Monday to Friday. I'd hop in my car, drive 3 hours to Wales. I've wrestled here in like church halls. Kathy's Bingo Hall was one of them as well. Yes, boys. Mate, last year I wrestled here in a bar that's filthier than the wife. But Sunday is about cleaning up the mess that you've made here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or whatever you identify as, allow me to say, you might as well call me Barry Scott. Because by Sunday, bang, and the dirt is gone.
For our audience in the U.S., I had to Google that one as well.
You cleaned up my mess? That's interesting, buddy. Jam-packed arenas chanted my name twice as loud as they ever have yours. I'm talking. And unlike you, I didn't have to be a cute little flip merchant to get the job done. No. All I had to do was this. No. So you cleaned up my mess, buddy. You might not be aware of this, but did you know that I came back early from injury before I was fully rehabilitated? Do you folks want to know why? It's because I was begged by Top Brass and AEW and Top Brass and Warner Brothers Discovery to clean up your mess. You arrogant little prick.
Arrogant? You have the nerve to call me arrogant? Do yourself a favor, look in the mirror and shut up, you bellends. Hey, look.
You see, Jazz, a bell end is a...
I know what it
Yeah,
means.
man, we were
I've been
all
here.
watching. Everyone, including myself, we heard about this renegade wrestling promotion that put wrestling first, that catered towards people that liked pro wrestling. And then we turned on the channel and to see you as the world champion, and we all started giggling, bruv. Everyone was laughing. Hell, dude, double clothesline was hilarious. I was laughing. But the problem is, the joke went on too long. And we steered so far away of what the foundation was, and it all culminated at Wembley Stadium, because at the grand stage, right, nobody talked about the main event being this epic clash between two of the best wrestlers. They talked about two friends jerking each other off, innit? You talk about people begging you to show up. Bruv, I weren't even employed last year. I weren't even here. Tony Khan gets on the phone to me. Think about it. He's got about 3,000 people signed there and their nan. And he calls me, a guy that lives an hour and a half down the road. I think it's mainly because to remind people what professionalism looks like. But this is where it gets sweet. Between me and you, Tony Khan says, Will, please go put on a good wrestling match, because I can't rely on my world champion to do it.
Ooh. Wow.
Max, you have given everybody here entertainment, and I don't mind it. We all need a bit of entertainment, but we're meant to be the alternative. We are meant to cater to them and their voices. This is not only about restoring the International Championship, it's about restoring the feeling, and bruv, I am the feeling.
You hear that, guys? Yeah. He's the feeling. He's the feeling. You know, Will, out of all the trash that just came out of your mouth, you got one thing right, truly. I don't care about catering to these people. These people are meaningless. I only care about one thing, and it's the only thing that matters. It's something that you lot are incapable of. It's what Americans do best. We win. You know what's so sad, though, man? I actually believed that four-eyed, curly-haired dork, Tony Khan, when he told me while I was out injured, the company would be safe in your capable hands. Dude, who the hell are you? You only know who he is because you're red coat terrorists. Everybody knows who MJF is. Everybody loves MJF. Professional wrestling analysts, pundits, present-day world champions, Hall of Famers, legends, all unanimously agree that I'm the best professional wrestler on God's green earth. So I'm curious, Will, who told you you were the best in the world? No. Stop. I'm dying right now. You can't be serious. Them? The fans? These people? Really? Will, that is so sad. These people know nothing about professional wrestling. And do you know how I know that's true, Will? Because they like your matches. So you be the feeling all you want, bro. Because Friedman is the facts. The fact is, I am the youngest and longest reigning AEW World Champion of all time. The fact is, I headlined and won the biggest show of all time. The fact is, when they talk about this generation of professional wrestling, I'll be the ace and you'll be second place. The fact is, I hail from the only country in the world that matters, the United States of America. And most importantly, Will, the fact is, you got one move in the chamber, and it's the only move you can use to defeat me, the Tiger Driver. And the fact of the matter is, bud, you ain't man enough to pull the trigger. Look at me, boy! So you and your little fans can feel all they want, because I'm the facts. And facts don't care about feelings.
Congratulations, but there's something that I know about wrestling and the history books. They can easily be rewritten. What can't be rewritten is how people feel. you have never inspired a single person to want to do this. You want to know who the hell I am? Go all over Europe. Ask them, who is the best wrestler in the world right now? They will say Osprey. Go to Australia and New Zealand. They will say Osprey. Go to Japan and say Sekai Ichiban Progressu Darideska. They will say Osprey. Go to America. Go to your own state and say who's the best wrestler in the world. They will say Osprey. And go up and down this country and say who the best wrestler in the world is. They will say me. And that's why I can't lose. Not in front of my family, not in front of this support system, not in front of my wife, my kids, and I know why you don't like me, because it took you 4 years to win them over. Mate, it took me 4 beats of my music to win them over. You let everybody down. They used to love you, and they don't love you anymore.
They loved me until you showed up and ruined it.
I think MJF just said the quiet part loud.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. He is jealous.
Shut up! Shut the hell up!
That says it all right there.
Yeah, he's an insecure, petty man.
No. You know what, Will? You're right. I could never be like you, man. You're a great human being inside and outside of this ring. You're a role model to fans the world over. You're a great husband. You're a great father. You're a great professional wrestler. In every way, I fell short to be the face of AEW. You've manned up and done it. Congratulations. However, before the show tonight, I actually got to spend a little time with your wife. And that so-called kid of yours. I say I'm putting you over, buddy, calm down. I say so-called kid because his wife was in a prior relationship, had a child with that man, and then Osprey stepped up into the picture and he has raised that kid like it's his own. Admirable. But I got one more fact for you, feeling boy. I got a feeling after the conversation I had with your wife tonight, the next kid she has won't be yours either.
MJF taking the low road, clearly trying to provoke Will Ospreay. And remember, there is fines, potential suspensions, restricting these men from any physicality here tonight.
Shivani.
Yes.
Shivani.
Yes.
You got Tony Khan in your ear.
Yes, I do.
How much is that fine if I twat him right now?
Okay, Will, that fine is 100,000 pounds sterling, $127,000.
100K.
I think everybody in the arena would pitch in. I don't know if they all have it. I mean, I'm good for $100.
Max definitely crossed the line, and Oscar.
It's worth it.
Oh boy!
Yes! And look at the security rushing him. Good. Osprey will gladly pay that 100,000-pound fine.
Osprey's dropping everybody around him here. It's going to cost a lot of money, but like he said, it's worth it.
Look at this. I mean, just five. Oh!
Good God. I think he hit him with the ring.
MJF.
Of course he did.
Well, his hands were trapped by all the security.
Yeah, security was trying to restrain Will Ospreay and MJF.
He was defenseless, Osprey.
MJF using that diamond ring, that dynamite ring.
He chooses to win matches. Why wouldn't he use it here? That's what he uses all the time.
He caught him right, I believe, right in the forehead.
This is the best
Yeah, Osprey's hands were restrained.
Max is gonna wear him out right now. I promise you that.
And Osprey's bleeding.
Yeah, he got cut off. That diamond hit him right above the scalp.
Max is obsessed. The envy, the jealousy is there. It's out. Oh, God.
The insecurities on display for all to see, but MJF, now look at this, mockingly covering Osprey.
Yeah, it's more than insecurity is what we talked about, and I guess it's all tied in. It's jealousy.
And did you notice, though, after MJF delivered that brainbuster, Osprey instinctively began clutching his neck.
Yeah, and he's still, you can see it right there with that right hand.
Like it or not, Max picked his spot. He was defenseless. Oh, God, he's not done. The security was, oh, look at this.
Oh, wait.
He's not gonna.
Not the Tiger Driver.
The move that Osprey will not hit on anyone, refuses to.
And now, thankfully, security once again rushing into the fray.
Christopher Daniels in there, too.
Oh, that is, yeah, Christopher Daniels.
Back up!
And if Max isn't careful, I mean, he could be suspended. There might not be a match at all in London. But that could just be exactly what MJF wants.
Exactly.
Yeah, Osprey is in bad shape, and it's going down at All In this Sunday at Wembley Stadium. But what shape is Osprey going to be in come Sunday?
Live on pay-per-view.
Don't care about feelings.
All in London, 4 days
Oh my God,
away.
look at the head on the man. Wow.